Thanks, Brandis. We go now to the north suburbs in Skokie, where some of those residents are upset about a potential new neighbor coming to town. It's a car dealer with an untraditional model for displaying their wares. Correspondent Amanda Vinicky and producer Acacia Hernandez spent the day there to learn more as part of our Chicago Tonight in Your Neighborhood series. And Amanda joins us now. Amanda.
Yeah, Paris, it is a controversy, if you will, that is pitting development against nature, a collision course between conservation and commerce. Now, I am in downtown Skokie just now. It's nearby the Village Hall, by this beautiful Catholic church across the street from Village Inn, a popular local pizza joint. But I actually want to travel quickly to Oak Brook because that is where there is already a similar tower to the 14-story high one that Carvana is hoping to build in Skokie. You can think of Carvana like a vending machine. It doesn't dispense Coke or candy, rather it dispenses cars. Now, seemingly this all glass and hyper bright structure is designed to show off the vehicles for sale, maybe luring in passers-by. But that is just what makes Annette Prince worried.
And that's a recipe for disaster. We really, it's all the things that we are seeing other birds harmed by. Any kind of a building that has an enormous amount of glass that birds either can't see because it's transparent, or that glass that has reflections that they might fly towards because they see reflected trees or sky.
And then they would be injured or perhaps die. Prince is head of the Chicago Bird Collision Monitors, and she says that the Chicago area has been designated first in the nation as a threat toward migratory birds. And she says Skokie and the North Shore are an important part of the chain where migratory birds fly over and maybe stop to take a rest. And Harms Woods is a protected nature area that is just across the way from the area where Carvana is looking to build this car vending machine. And conservationists say that migratory birds that travel at night are going to be sure to crash into that Carvana building and then severely again injuring themselves or even dying. Prince is working with local residents who are trying to get Carvana to amend its plans. They're seeking for the company to agree to turn off its lights overnight for months at a time through spring and fall when birds are migrating. And she says that works to prevent those injuries and deaths. And it works when Chicago skyscrapers turn their lights off overnight. They also want Carvana to wrap the glass structure in a sort of plastic wrap. Think of fancy saran wrap, but it has dots all over it that give a warning to birds so they are able to see it before they fly into the glass. But she says from far away, even as close or far, if you think of it as 20 feet, humans wouldn't be able to see the dots. So it wouldn't be aesthetically a detriment or one that would have dissuade, that is, customers from peering in. The Skokie Planning Commission has approved a plan in which Carvana would dim but not turn off the lights overnight and put that plastic wrap, but only around lower floors. And longtime Skokie resident Robert Cusel says that that is not enough.
It's all of our obligations to prevent that to the extent that we can. That's all we're saying here. I'm not crazy about a Carvana tower right across the street from a forest preserve, but if they are to build it, it must be built safe. Otherwise, it should be completely rejected by the trustees. Skokie has an obligation as caretakers and as the regulatory authority for this land that Carvana proposes to build on. Skokie's the only one that can stop them.
Even if Carvana and Skokie did agree with what the conservationists are asking for, Association President Asher Brunfield says his fellow residents of nearby apartment buildings that are within reach of this proposed 14-story high tower, they would not be on board because they don't think that the building and then also the trucks of cars that it'll be bringing in are a good fit for the neighborhood.
Imagine if you were looking to buy a place here. We also have renters, and the real estate agent is showing you around, and as you're sitting there, this massive 9-car multi-car carrier, this may not be your first choice. I mean, it's a beautiful area, but you feel it would be marred by the experience of the Carvana dealership. Some people couldn't care less. I'm sure there are millennials that love the bright lights, they love the Las Vegas experience. That's not the case here.
He says that many of the residents of those apartment buildings are older. They want their peace and quiet. And if Carvana builds here, it will not be peaceful or quiet. Now, we did try to interview members of the Planning Commission, but Skokie said that none of those commissioners were available. Instead, the village sending a statement saying that the village of Skokie continues to work closely and collaboratively with members of the community, Carvana representatives, and other interested parties on the proposed project. Village officials are committed to receiving and considering all opinions, concerns, and facts related to the project as the decision-making process proceeds. Carvana likewise did not take us up on our invitation for an interview, but did send along a statement saying that it is excited to bring our car buying experience to Skokie and has worked inclusively to address the concerns raised at our multiple Planning Commission hearings and the Appearance Commission hearing, where we received a unanimous approval for our project. We look forward to bringing the first and only building in Skokie with this level of bird strike mitigation, that is. Something else that conservationists say that they really want is, if this goes forward, monitoring of bird collisions. We can expect a vote sometime coming up soon. None is scheduled, but the village does believe that a vote for the full board will be coming in February. We're going to have a whole lot more coming up from Skokie, but for now, sending it back to you in the studio.
So, Amanda, as I understand, approval won't be automatic. Sorry, I had to top your controversy. It's terrible. All right, thanks very much. And we'll be back with more from Skokie, including a rabbi for a synagogue for the deaf, coming up.